pictures. I gotta take my sweater off.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orcapod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a crew, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation.
What?
Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting.
Okay. I'm recording. Oh,
Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family.
that's surprising. Mom, look what's next.
Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like most animals, killer whales use body language as a form of communication. They'll use peck slaps to show their dominance or to get the attention of another animal. For example, a mother may use a peck slap to get her calf's attention.
That's it. Just show it to me.
But when they really want to be heard, they breach. Coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings while they hunt. Tail slaps is another form of communication that killer whales use in the wild. Killer whales are great communicators, so it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Oh, yes.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
the southern hemisphere will actually grab sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Our animals are going to be demonstrating a similar movement right here in front of all of you. Whales in the Antarctic will actually create waves that wash over ice floes, knocking seals into the water. Our animals are demonstrating the same wave-making technique, showcasing one of the many complex hunting strategies that killer whales have developed around the world. Now you just saw these waves crashing in front of all of you, but you really can't understand how powerful these waves are until you experience it firsthand. So luckily, some of you are going to experience it firsthand. All right, everybody in this section that I'm waving at, the water was 51 degrees this morning. Give yourselves a round of applause. Because killer whales live in all oceans of the world, it's no surprise they prey on a variety of different animals, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than Nikai. So how does an animal the size of Nikai prey on something the size of a blue whale? Well, it's possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Playing is an important part of killer whale life. It's how they teach their young to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. In the wild, you'll often see animals showing off their playful side. We see it here at SeaWorld all the time. Porpoising is when an animal swims fast, breaking the surface briefly. Catching the ride on the wake of a boat, or when surfing in a wave. Killer whales like to be touched and will often rub their bellies on rocks when they can. We often see our animals doing similar rubbing behaviors, just like whales in British Columbia. In the wild, world, you'll often see killer whales imitating each other. We see it here all the time. Our animals are constantly learning and mimicking one another. Playful behavior does have a purpose. A tail whip is used in hunting to stun fish.